You guys ever have trouble getting pushed out wide? If you guys can stay tuned for this whole video, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to make sure that you get to that out wide ball more efficiently and more quickly. So let's get started. So the number one reason why people go wrong with the out wide ball is because they hit it and they don't stop running. They don't plant the brakes, so they hit the ball and it's so hard for them to get all the way back to the middle. By the time they regained their momentum back towards the middle, their opponent's already going to hit it to the opposite side, right? So you guys need to make sure that you guys are stopping earlier when you guys go out for this out wide ball. Watch, right? So instead of, I'm gonna hit the ball, instead of just keep on running to the side, I'm going to go out wide for this ball, hit it, run a little bit, and then push back to the middle, okay? Notice when I teach you guys this tip, or when you guys go out and try to do this, here's where players go wrong. They're thinking about getting back to the ball, that they limit their shot that they're doing, right? So they're hitting, and they're thinking about recovering, so they fall out of their shot. You guys need to make sure, again, you guys hit, you finish your shot, and then you push back, okay? Another great way to make sure that you get to these out wide balls faster is that you finish on your outside foot. Let me demonstrate for you guys, okay? So I'm going to go for this out wide ball. I'm going to hit, finish on my outside foot. And then when I finish on this outside foot, what's that going to allow me to do? I can push off that outside foot and utilize it to get back into the middle of the court. Again, I'm going to go out for this ball, hit, finish on the outside foot, and utilize that outside foot to push off and push back into the court. So if you guys can utilize that outside foot, it's going to help you get back into the court much easier, okay? Another thing that you guys can do, you guys can cut the angle of the court. If your opponent ever hits you out wide, try to cut the angle. It's going to make a big difference. So instead of just going all the way out here for this out wide ball, right? I'm going to move up diagonally. I'm going to cut the court, right? I'm cutting the court side. So once again, instead of moving all the way out here, I'm going to move up and cut the angle of the ball. By cutting the angle, it's going to give me less distance to work with, right? I'm going to take time away from my opponent, and again, I'm covering less ground. I'm covering less distance, so I'm going to be able to get to the ball quickly. Guys, try it. It's a good, easy tip to make you more efficient, right? Say if I can get to 5 balls going out here, I'm going to be able to get to 10 balls, 5 more balls, by cutting the angle every single time. So again, you guys want to make sure that you guys plan when to stop and then go back to the middle of the court. You guys want to make sure that you guys play off your outside foot. Try using the outside foot to really push back off and back into the court. And number 3, you guys want to make sure that you cut the angle on those out wide shots. Once again, instead of going all the way out, I'm going to cut the angle and move up, okay? Another thing that you guys can do is you guys can anticipate those out wide shots, right? If you can keep your opponent deep enough, so if my opponent pulls me out wide out here, right? Angle creates angle, right? So if my opponent hits more of an angle to me, I'm probably going to hit more of an angle to them. If I can hit a ball from back here and I can keep them really deep with an angle, I'm not going to recover all the way back to the middle. I'm going to stagger and only recover around here. Why? Because if I'm pushed back right now, say if I'm an opponent right now, and I'm pushed back, I hit a really good ball to them, it's going to be really hard for me to go down the line and hit a winner like that. That's low percentage, right? So if you guys hit a good deep ball from the angle that your opponent gave you back to them angled, you guys don't have to recover all the way back. You can stagger because they're probably going to hit you another forehand, all right? So try to anticipate that as well. So once again, guys, just to review, what are we doing? Number 1, we're making sure we're stopping ourselves after we hit so we can push back off into the court. Another thing that we can do is we can finish on our outside foot and utilize that to push back off into the court. Another thing we can do is we can cut the angle. We can also anticipate last thing, okay? What a lot of players do is that they go out wide to this ball they hit, and then they have to run all the way back. What I want you guys to try to use is a crossover step. So watch this. I'm going to go out wide. I'm going to hit outside foot. Then I'm going to cross over and go back to middle. Once again, I'm going to go out, hit, boom, and cross over. I'm going to cross my outside foot over my inside foot, and it's going to allow me to push back into the middle of the court and be able to move more efficiently. So I want you guys to try all these tips. You guys will be able to get to more out wide balls. You're going to be able to get to them more efficiently. Let me know how they work in the comments below. Guys, have a good one and happy hitting. See ya.